Yo, we back at it again, man. We got another motherfucking vid for y'all niggas. You dig? Man, I know y'all seen what's been going on with Unc, man. Shay out here wilding, man. He out here moaning and groaning on film and shit. Accidentally going live on the gram and shit. Just to address certain shit niggas are saying about him type shit. We all know he leaked that bitch on purpose, but we gonna see what this shit talking about anyway. Let's get to it.
That nigga capping. That shit was on purpose. You can't go live without pushing like 4 or 5 buttons.
Facts.
That nigga capping, bro. You gotta push like 4 buttons to go live. You know how you pocket down somebody and you be like, oh,
I called you by accident.
yeah, because you had to get a joint. You pocket down a lot, pause. Because it's just you hit the button. Live, you gotta go to Instagram, then you gotta go to post, then you gotta go to live, then they make sure that you sure you want to go live.
Yeah.
You gotta hit 4 things to go live, and to me, that was, he ain't go viral in a little minute. And he's like, yo, let me go viral.
Facts. Hit that subscribe button right now, man. Hit that like button right now, too. You dig?
What's going on there, guys? We back with another one. Today I want to talk about Shannon Sharpe a little bit more. Now, you know he had his nightcap roast yesterday, but I want to talk about something else that he kept going back to throughout that live stream. It was announced yesterday that ESPN is going to continue Shannon Sharpe's reoccurring role on First Take after the video, and you know, people were asking about what happened with Paul Pierce and everything, but bottom line is Shannon Sharpe brings in the numbers, and that's what it's always been about, right?
Always.
They don't see Shannon Sharpe as someone disposable. If they saw him as a disposable asset, then they would have let him go. But he's just too big of a draw. He's getting too many eyes on other platforms of his own, so now they're not going to part ways with that. It's about his leverage. If Pat McAfee did the same thing, they wouldn't do nothing, you know. So that's that. But Shannon Sharpe talked about some of the things he lost, including a top-notch interview, hundreds of millions of dollars, and he also addressed Cam and Mace because Godfrey had brought up what they had said, that they felt like it was staged. And so he responded back to that. Let's check it out.
But you mean to tell me you think I'm willing to risk 6- and 7-figure sponsor deals, 6- and 7-figure advertising deals,
Yes.
and between $100 and $200 million,
Yes.
just to refute something, a rumor that you're going to believe one way or another, whether it doesn't matter.
Yes, I
but
think
I'm
so.
going to
I
lose
think
that.
that.
And they're like, you know what? That man was willing to lose $200 million. Ain't no way he gave. Y'all, how dumb do you guys sound? I mean, I want you guys, because there are some guys that have, because everybody that does podcasts, Lavelle, they don't make money. You don't make.
Hey man, let's be real. Y'all think he lost 200 mil though? I ain't gonna lie. I highly doubt he lost $200 million, bro. First off, I don't even think he has 200 mil. I don't know. I ain't pocket watching. But second of all, what deal did he have that was coming that was worth 200 mil? He's still working with ESPN, so that ain't changed. So that 200 mil, man, I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap on that shit.
Make money unless you got advertisers and sponsors. That's the way you make money.
Brother.
If Ocho, you're absolutely right. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, I was an upstart podcast and I wanted to get people's attention.
Now
Okay, I
that
do
makes
that.
sense. Now it makes sense.
Now you have a legit argument. All y'all that's talking about I did this for stage, I'm on top of you.
Pause.
I'm on
Pause.
top. Okay, let's just say we climbing
Yes,
a
sir.
mountain and I'm at a higher stage than what you guys are.
Right. No,
The only people that can say, if Joe Rogan wants to say it was staged, I was trying to catch him, okay. If Alex Cooper call you daddy, okay.
Nah, Shay, man, you missing the point, nigga. He ain't say you trying to catch up to it is what it is, bro. He's just stating that the extreme lengths you have to go through to go live on a gram. It ain't no pocket dialing to go live, nigga. There ain't no quick live button, ain't no shortcuts, nigga. You have to click, and click, nigga, before you live, nigga. So what you did was you clicked that motherfucker, and then you just put the phone on the motherfucking dresser. We come on, bro. We ain't stupid, nigga. Like, who you think you fooling, bro? You ain't fooling us with that shit, bro. We know how this shit work, nigga. We ain't stupid, nigga. We know technology better than you, nigga. The fact you even try to say that shit let us know you lying. And then your shit got hacked. Come on, you said your shit got hacked, nigga. Hacked at the exact spot that you at to go live while you was smacking. Come on, nigga. How Michelle feel about all this, man?
I ain't finna argue with her. She's gotten 2 or 3 $100 million contract. We know what Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the top of the food chain. The Kelsey brothers, new heights. But bro, who just to refute a rumor would be willing to forego potentially $100, $200 million? I've got 6-figure and 7-figure sponsors that said, well, I'm sorry, Shannon, we don't know if, we should continue this relationship. So I'm just gonna say, hey, but I want to shoot down that rumor. At least now I lost $100 million, $200 million. They ain't gonna think I'm gay, because who would have did that? If he would have gay, he wouldn't even. Really, y'all?
I think
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think Shay, bro. I still think that nigga fruity, bro. Look at this nigga fruity, bro. Yeah, he did that shit for the little publicity and shit. He know he did, but you still questionable, my nigga, for sure.
I'm gonna ask you what I asked Lavelle just a moment ago, Godfrey. Would you be willing to lose $100, $200 million to dispel a myth, a rumor? Would you be willing to forego that just to prove that they said Godfrey was gay or Godfrey did this, and you're willing to forego $100 to $200 million just to dispel that rumor?
I thought you played it well. I think you didn't lose anything, right?
I mean, look, yes, I had a big interview. It was going to be that person would have been the most famous person to date that have ever sat down on Club Shake Shack.
Oh, damn.
We have some 6- and 7-figure sponsors that are uncertain if they want to continue the relationship with Ocho and I and myself on Nightcap. I mean, on Club Shake Shack.
Come on, man.
So yes, there is some things that have been lost, but you know what?
That shit don't sound like 200 million, Shannon. And whatever interview you was about to do, I doubt it was gonna go more nuts than that motherfucking Cat Williams joint. I don't gonna lie. You probably would have to get Obama on that motherfucker, or motherfucking LeBron or somebody to beat them numbers. Cause yeah, I don't know about that. Cause you've had niggas more famous than Cat Williams on your show, and they ain't do the numbers he did. So it's not always about who's the most famous nigga. It's about who gonna attract the most people by the shit that's being said on the interview, and Cat Williams is gonna talk some shit. So the numbers did what the numbers was supposed to do. But it don't add up, bro. It don't sound like you lost nowhere near 100 to 200 million off this shit. Not off the podcast, because you wasn't making 100 mil off no podcast, the interview. So we can stop that. You said a 6-figure sponsors and a 7-figure sponsors. That shit ain't gonna equal 200 million, nigga. Say the lies, bro. Y'all niggas always come on here lying, bro. Like, y'all be questioning our intelligence and shit as consumers, nigga. Like, we ain't slow, my nigga. You gotta do better than that shit, bro, for real.
Godfrey, this is what I say. My grandpa used to say all the time. He said, you get to control your actions. You don't get to control the consequences.
That's true.
So I'm willing to accept any consequences that came from my actions. I hate that I put people, I got employees. Ocho and I are partners. That's taking food off his table. So I put us, me, my carelessness, my recklessness, my negligence, put us in harm's way. And for people to say it was staged, when they know how I care for my employees, they know how I care for, I call them employees, but we're a family.
Bro, we don't know that. How you think we just know that, bro? We don't know that shit, my nigga. Like, from the outside looking in, we don't know shit. Well, shit, I don't know these shit. We don't see none of these niggas on camera. We don't see none of your so-called family niggas on camera. We see you and Ocho, nigga. How we know how you feel, how much you care about these niggas, bro? We don't know shit, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
We're a family, and I was just that's what hurt. Look, I'm embarrassed by it.
So Shannon talked about losing the sponsors and or potentially losing the sponsors. They said they're not sure if they want to continue with him. They didn't immediately terminate the relationship because they do see that he has a lot of eyeballs, and I think some other sponsors are probably gonna come in and take that opportunity. Shannon's getting a lot of views. Nightcap, uh, what is it? It was over 300,000, 250,000 people watching at one time, something like that. The night that it happened, and maybe that was a play to show the sponsors how.
So was this roast like pre-planned already, or did this shit just all happen after the shit came out? Like, that's another thing that makes it iffy. Like, you had a roast already on deck the day after the shit come out. Is like crazy. So either this shit was known and filmed previously, or you did this shit for the clout, bruh. Because there's no way it was filmed previously if they was talking about the shit that they was talking about on there and shit. Because the video just got leaked. So, yeah, bro, you did this shit for the clout. Because how you have a whole production, how a whole roast already ready and set up to go, nigga. And we got all these people watching and shit. The very next day, you had to do something to draw some attention on there. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm just speculating, bro. I can't say 100% what this nigga did and didn't do. But I'm just giving my point. I think just based on how Instagram work, like, you can't just go live on accident like that. So, like, I don't know, man.
How many eyes?
And the fact he was just saying the name like that over and over, it's like he wanted us to know. So, like for real, who's saying names like that? Like, he wanted us to know he was in there with a woman and shit. And yeah, because that shit low-key kind of weird, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They're gonna have on them after the fact. Maybe that's some data and information you can take to them. Like, look, you making a grave mistake. Nobody's getting these type of views. But so much of it is associated with the NFL as far as what they cover, their peak season of the sport that they cover. And maybe some of the sponsors is looking at it like that. Cam and May said they think it was staged. You do have to hit a lot of buttons to go live on IG, so I'm not shooting back at that theory. But Shannon is saying that what he took so long to build as far as that platform and what's at stake for that video getting out there is not worth everything that's going on. He said, look, the podcast is saying this about me. And Godfrey specifically brought up Cameron. I just didn't put that in the clip. But if you watch the whole, Nightcap show, you'll see him bring up what Cameron and May said. And, Shannon's like, I'm above y'all. My podcast is above y'all. I'm established already. You heard him tell Ocho that earlier. Like, I'm established already as far as the podcast, and so I wouldn't need to take those drastic measures in order to get viewership because the viewership is already here. So who knows, right?
Point.
People are suspecting, they never saw anybody walk by the camera or anything, thank God. But typically people wouldn't want to, people that's been private over time, that is, wouldn't want that type of information out. They wouldn't want to invite you in their home in a capacity other than, going live and talking about a game or something like that. They wouldn't want to.
Man, fuck all that, man. Either he did it or she did it. Point blank, period, man. We ain't gonna play slow. We ain't gonna act dumb, my nigga. Either he did the shit or she did that shit and he ain't know. It's the only two options, my nigga. Like, you ain't fooling us, my nigga. This shit was orchestrated some way. Whether you didn't know about it and she knew she was gonna do that shit the whole time, or you was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do this shit and play dumb like I don't know how this shit happened. You feel me? But I think it's possible it could have been her though. Michelle could have been guilty for this shit, bro. She could have set up all this shit. You feel me? Uncle so like, it sound like the nigga was like pumped up and shit. He could have went in the bathroom or some shit to pop his little pills or whatever he was doing and shit. Did his little push-ups and shit. Looked in the mirror. His phone could have been out there. She could have hit that motherfucking button, went live, and had the phone just right there on the fucking dresser, right where he probably left it at when he went to the motherfucking bathroom or whatever. This is all speculation. She could have turned that shit on, and as soon as he walked about the bathroom, she could have just wasted no time, got right to him. You feel me? So he didn't even have no chance to even go grab his phone or nothing. He just got straight to it, and the whole time he live. You feel me? There's just so many different things that could have happened.
Let you into that detail typically. But you know, we are in a different era, and so it will be a lot of people that would do that, but you wouldn't think someone like Shannon Sharp would do something like that. You know, that's just wild. But yeah, he talked about some of the things he lost, man, and I guess that comes with the territory. And he kept saying on the stream last night that he can choose his actions, but he can't choose the consequences for those actions. So that's a part of it. That's a part of it. And I'm pretty sure that's a part of why he's laughing and crying. And I think it's ironic that he told Ocho about being unprofessional. Ocho was a little late.
What's worse for business? Being a little late or busting nuts on the gram, bruh? Come on now.
Now, you know, $200 million going down the drain. Granted, you know, you are the engine behind the platform, but, you know, it's a little humility in that you have to have, because you were just telling someone about being unprofessional, and now, you know, potentially $250,000 gone down the drain, and you know, your biggest interview, which I don't think it would have been big as Cat Williams on. I can't imagine nobody would have been, but he said the person it would have been was the biggest person that was gonna come on there, and he was like, nah, you know, I want to fall back from that because I don't want to do that. So who do y'all think that person was? That would have came on Club Shay Shay, that he said this is the biggest person he would have ever had sit across from him. He's like, nah, you know. And so,
Man, fuck all that. Who y'all think it is, man? If it's somebody in the culture like that, and as big as he acting, do you think they would have canceled the interview over that shit that happened? Like, come on now. If he's that big, why, that ain't happening, my nigga. Because it ain't like you did something terrible, my nigga. Like, you're not even on camera doing it, my nigga. There's worse. There's worse. But anyway, man, who y'all think did it, man? Leave a comment, man. Did he leak that shit on purpose? Did he not? Did the chick leak it? Was it Michelle? Did Michelle leak the shit? Did she push the button to go live? Man, what y'all think? Like, comment, subscribe. Stay out the way, man. Y'all gonna be okay. You dig?